Hey, you will make it TV followers, viewers, supporters, and listeners. Welcome to the You Will Make It TV YouTube channel. Happy 2025 out there to all of our new and current subscribers. And if you're thinking about subscribing, you're invited right now to hit that subscribe bell. This is how you remain notified of future live stream topic discussions just like these with your very own Arthur Tetasheri. So, thank you guys as we are live. I won't be on here long, as a matter of fact. I just feel like some topics are a little more, you need a little more time to break them down than you get in a short, okay? Shout out to all of our viewers and anybody. Maybe you haven't subscribed yet. Maybe you haven't hit that like button yet. Maybe you haven't gotten a chance to share one of our videos, but we are still grateful just for the attention, just for the view. Now, we still do encourage you in the month of January. Do not wait too late to become a survivor. That's crazy how I said a survivor. Well, maybe God wanted me to say that. But also, don't wait too late to become a subscriber. Because, see, we might do things a little different at You Will Make It TV, and we might shut it down. Just because of things I've been through with trying to start channels, the goal is to get over 100,000, 50,000 subscribers, right? But here at You Will Make It TV, I might actually shut it down. Like, y'all might not be able to subscribe after I get to 100 because maybe I'm only here to speak to who these messages are for. You know what I mean? Y'all just never know, though. I might actually have a limit to the subscribers just because people want to play this game where they don't support you until they see a lot of other people doing it, and we're not doing it in 2025. If your heart feels led, all Tetasheri is trying to say, and I'm not being messy, if your heart feels led to support somebody, you let God lead you. Ain't nothing evil gonna tell you to support somebody, period. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing from the dark side is gonna go tell you to support somebody because it's just there might be a few rare instances, okay? And those that know that's a funny jokey joke coming from me. But most times, the devil's not finna tell you to go help somebody, support them, hit the like button, and subscribe. Teta Sherry's telling y'all, not just about my channel. If you feel the feeling to like, man, maybe I should help pull that chair out for that lady or open that door for that old man. Usually, if you feel like doing something like that, something positive has gave you a feeling to go do it. So that means you don't wait to see if somebody else is doing something before you, or see if it's popular before you think it's popular, because like, how are you being yourself? See, I may talk about the new generation, the new times, and how things are today, but I do kind of understand how the world became this way. And that's why I'm one of the light workers of the world, willing to come and continue to do the work of the Lord by reminding people how we look when you cannot choose whether you want to support somebody or not, because you got to wait to see if your friends are doing it. You are not yet. All these people that be bragging about loving themselves and loving, they know their self and they practice self-care, yet they cannot support a new YouTuber unless their friends are doing it. I am getting more strength in my area of speaking when it comes to the truth because uh, that's all I was that's all I was born to do. Like, I'm learning more and more every day, personally too. uh Me wanting to do a specific work, me wanting to be a certain type of person, me wanting to do what everybody else do just because they're doing it is not me loving myself. So whoever you are out there, you can live that fake life if you want to. You should like something because you like it. You like tangerines and bananas because you like them. You're not going to say you hate raspberries because you're friend. But I know we've all witnessed a friend or two in the world like that. They felt like they had to do exactly everything just like you in order to keep a friend. And anybody of y'all out there going through that, this is You Will Make It TV. For those of you that are new subscribers, remember you're invited to subscribe again, where we share inspirational quotes, messages, and content to help you find inspiration in your life purpose again. See, oftentimes we're cut off and let go of just because we get lost. You know, they call either a soul lost or found. They say a found soul is an awakened soul, somebody, a soul that's, enlightened about their life's purpose. Uh, but a soul that's lost, that's all that means. Y'all stop taking that term all the way and making people think they're doomed to hell because their soul is lost. Lost is exactly what it sounds like. LOST. You got a little lost. You lost your way. Maps, sometimes, if you lose connections to GPS, you're going to lose your way on the road too. This is just how life is in a spirit. You can get lost. And the scary thing is, guys, if you don't know directions, or just like in real life, you don't stop and ask somebody for help, or somebody doesn't come and pull over to assist you. That's happened to me. I don't know about y'all out there. I've had people stop on the side of the road and offer me help. I didn't even know them. I didn't. They just see your car parked there. Sometimes in the spirit, people can see that you have reached a stagnant point. You're not moving. Something's wrong. Okay. So that's just another thing. But see, really, I don't know how I got off on all this. We're here today to talk about, if you see the title on the thumbnail. Uh, Also, I want to tell my subscribers to stay tuned, because we will be back in service in the year of 2025. Not only am I speaking this and announcing this, I'm manifesting this. The easy part about this is that the business itself has already been started, but we do have new plans with Crown Publishing Content in 2025. If I had the special effects, y'all would have heard the audience clap, cheer, and everything after I said that, okay? But it is a big achievement for Crown Publishing Content. Crown Publishing Content has been through the rain, fire, and floods when it comes to just building this business into really what I saw it being in the original vision. Anyways, this is You Will Make It TV. Feel free to subscribe to my other channel, Crown Publishing Content, right here on YouTube, and then stay tuned for our new things. That's why I need y'all to subscribe to You Will Make It TV, so that you are able to follow our future and upcoming projects, as far as YouTube channel media content. And we will also be doing more with the kids in 2025. This will include not only helping authors to get those children's books published, for those of you that are still interested in this work. This will also consist of helping children this time when it comes to content management, ghostwriting, and resources, okay, for independent writers in 2025. I can't get this all out in one segment, but we need you guys to stay tuned for reasons like these. Because, see, if I'm continue with the grace and mercy to continue to work, we will only get better here at You Will Make It TV. That's just something I had to get out. But the title to this thumbnail reads, How to Identify Witchcraft Scammers. That's right. How do we identify witchcraft scammers? Well, what is a witchcraft scammer? Because we know what identify means. That's like seeing who somebody really is, right? But what is a witchcraft scammer? We know a scammer is somebody who cheat you out of something, okay? Without your knowledge, or they catch you off guard. Like a scammer, we all should know what that is by now. But a witchcraft scammer, boy oh boy, I would say that that's somebody who either gets people to believe they can do witchcraft. I mean, some people are open about that, some are not. And the ones that are not are also the ones, in my opinion. I'm not saying everybody that do witchcraft. I know this is probably going to be an uncomfortable topic. You are invited, just like we invite you to subscribe and tune in. You are invited to also click off of this video, because if you're going to be sensitive about what I believe about witchcraft scamming in the new modern day era, this topic is not for you. Anyways, you should have had plenty of time to click off by now. But if you're still here, you're probably like me, and you've had some curiosity cross your mind recently about whether something like witchcraft scamming is real. Now, the funny thing is, if you do take the time out to subscribe to Crown Publishing content tonight, tomorrow, whenever you get a chance to, you will notice that I have covered a topic similar to this. Okay. And on that topic, we thank you guys for your support over there. If you were one of our viewers or subscribers over at Crown Publishing content, we use Miss Eugenia Cooney's story, this famous TikToker, okay, YouTuber star who's lost a significant amount of weight over time. This is not just people saying this or alleged. This is what people saw right before their eyes on camera, guys. And I would say before I even get started with this topic, I judge a situation as fairly as possible, so it's not fair to not know or think that, yeah, guys, behind the scenes, us as influencers, we can have babies, we can be diabetic. There could be a list of 1,000 different reasons that a person is losing and gaining weight between a certain time period. What are y'all opinions? Leave it in the comments. But what kind of days are we living in where people are literally studying your measurements, your body fat proportions, how much you sweat, what your eyes look like on camera? This is just for social media. Well, I can tell y'all what people are saying in trending news, because see, the fact is so many other celebrities have come out lately just skinny out of nowhere. Significant, drastic, dramatic weight loss changes right before our eyes. You know how people are able to see it? First of all, the tabloids and paparazzi are not going to let you miss it. So they snap pictures of it, just like it can happen to us commoners. People snap pictures when you're not looking. How we know that some of these ladies aren't going through something or working on something with themselves, right? Because, see, some of y'all are not going to want to believe witchcraft scamming is real. That's why I'm talking about it like this first. So y'all want people to believe people are just all falling sick and losing all this weight. I'm wondering too. Does this have anything to do with the random fog outside? People breathing this in and they're losing weight. Well, I wouldn't say that's a fair conclusion, because the fog incidents just started happening, and women were losing significant amounts of weight long before then. Okay, it's a very interesting topic, because not too much is going to make rich women and poor women sickly looking or skinny at the same time. Like, I'm just not willing to believe it. Anything I state on this video today is just my opinions, comments, and views. Nobody has to agree, and it's not to cause any type of discomforts to anybody. You're welcome again to click off of this video live segment if anything that I talk about makes you uncomfortable. But I do believe freedom of religion played a great part. In some countries, it's not freedom of religion. Just anywhere you go, though, there's some type of spirituality culture that has been practiced for generations. Anywhere you go in the world. And I just think it might be later in history when people look at we can see if my philosophy was right or not. That's all I can say. My prediction, if you want to call it what I feel, how I see this, people are having wars. This is what they want. Nothing's off limits. They're having wars with each other with witchcraft, if you ask me. A war is a war, but we're talking about a whole different type of weapon today. And why would we wait 20 years into history to look at whether we need defense against these type of weapons or not? I think it's very dangerous, right? We're not talking about AI. We're not talking about computers and technology. We're talking about the very fact that spiritual practices are real, and that, yes, some people use them for dark intentions. In latest news, the most recent celebrity that I've seen that they're talking about now with this significant weight loss is one of the Jackson 5 members. and I believe she's one of the sisters, Miss Latoya Jackson. Which I'm not here to speak down on her or anybody that's experienced. If anything, I'm a part of the weight loss community too. That's why, if anything, I would be very intrigued with this topic discussion. Now, if we talk about me, for example, like I said, y'all are crazy if y'all think social media influencers. What is wrong with y'all? We go through. We're still people. If the other ones ain't talking about it, I'll talk about it for us. We're still people. That means you could be dealing with asthma, bronchitis. I mean, I don't wish none of this stuff on nobody. These are just realities. Like, you need surgery. They go through things, but it's up to them if they want to keep still doing that work. Other than that, if the way they look is not harming anybody physically, I would say that uh, y'all don't need to be on there telling, like with Eugenia Cooney, they were trying to tell her she needs to stay off the internet because she's scaring kids with how little she was. She's just been through a lot when it comes to backlash, critique. I do see the law maybe moving in a direction moving forward where there are more protection rights and laws for social media influencers. If you can feel where I'm coming from a little bit, maybe even agree, hit that like button, share this video, and make sure you subscribe for more inspirational content. But I do feel like, though there are rights to protect us intellectually, like when it comes to our intellectual properties and rights, and we need just a straight out new laws written for social media influencers at this point. And I haven't even went deep about the witchcraft scamming yet. Why I call it what I call it, um, because I don't think anybody else even talks about this. But I call it what I call it because I see this as very real. A scam is something that's tricking you out. So we believe that it's all kind of other scammers in the world, but we don't believe that there are scammers who will try to deplete us, manipulate us, rob us, rape us in the spirit too, murder us in the spirit if you let it. Somebody said, "What do you mean by that, Arthur Tetasheri?" Well, have you ever heard the term kill my joy? Somebody killed my joy or her joy or his joy. That's because in the spirit, you actually can do that. You can come in somebody day, you can let the devil sneak in like a snake and literally ruin your day. You know why that's able, why that's possible? Because he's come in to kill your joy. He just killed your whole happiness if you let him. I try to be the type of person already seeing and experiencing that these things are real. I've already made up in my mind there might be a thing or two each day that pisses me off, but I will not continue to be the type of person to let that one or two things a day take over my whole day. That's why you can hear me fussing an hour prior, an hour later. I'm playing my favorite blues song. Seriously. And I try to teach others to be that same way. Why let one incident, and some incidents do test me now, but you can't let one incident kill your whole day because you might not know, but that could have been a group of 10 people whole intention. They planned that the night before just to piss you off. You know what I mean? But I would say one red flag sign of a witchcraft scammer, man, I don't care. When I meet strangers now and they ask my horoscope, for example, it just makes me feel, I don't want to say uncomfortable, but like I'm talking about me, nobody. Maybe you will reference this video a year from now, 6 months from now, 2 weeks from now, who knows? But maybe a few of these tips the next time you feel like something strange is going on in your life. Because I was talking about the Latoya Jackson sister, and I saw the pictures. Like she got really, really little too. It's just really, really weird. Hit the like button if you saw that. If you didn't, because I almost shared a picture here on my thumbnail. I'm sorry I didn't get to do that for you guys, but I usually like to show who I'm talking about when I have discussion topics. But feel free to go look that up on your own. Y'all know how the media is, so there's plenty of pictures out there about it. And people are concerned, guys, because she looks really, really little. They say she's like in her 60s. And I don't know why they keep referencing to her age. You can be any age and be overweight or underweight. If you agree, hit the like button. But with her, they are referencing to her age a lot because they say she shouldn't be that little. Like somebody should be helping her with her meals. I see what they saying, but regardless of her age, you're one of the Jackson sisters. Y'all have millions of dollars, so come on, y'all. I don't know what the media is trying to show us, but there's no way you got $1 million can eat whatever you want to every day and you get that little. So you have other commenters that just agree that she's older. She's probably got a sickness she's dealing with. They're encouraging the masses to stop judging influencers because you never know what sickness they're dealing with. Um, I agree with that too. I just say, wouldn't you guys agree that we have seen more stories of totally healthy people becoming sickly looking out of nowhere? Like that doesn't move anybody in a scary way, concern them. I'm saying the increased number of stories, we're hearing the same thing. And now we're not just hearing this. Oh, this celebrity sick, that celebrity sick. We're seeing whole pictures of people like Ice Spice and Latoya Jackson, Little Kim, I think is another one they said lost a lot of weight recently. I don't know what's going on out here. I noticed it. I mean, y'all might not see the correlation, but I noticed it with Doja Cat too. I noticed like when they were talking about Ice Spice losing a lot of weight recently, I noticed that with Doja Cat a long time ago. Like she had just got skinny out of nowhere. Which she was never just a really little lady. That's what I mean when I say it. Like Doja Cat was super thick. Everybody knows this. So I heard there's some type of serum they have out there, some type of medicine that starts with the Ozempic or something it's called, that just like people go get the butt shots and they go get all these injections to enhance their beauty, they supposedly have something too that helps you lose weight. And I seen how they tried to push it like, oh yeah, that's what those women are taking. Okay, well, what about the regular women in the hood who can barely afford their rent? Clearly, they're not taking that stuff to lose weight. So why would you start seeing so many human beings in general just get that little out of nowhere? What you gonna do? Accuse the whole world of having some type of sickness? Because if that's what's going on, we definitely need to put an alert out about this and save as many people as we can. Um, I don't know what's being hidden just yet. I know God has the power to reveal though, and this is not normal, ladies and gentlemen. Celebrities just popping up out the woodworks as thin as skeletons, literally. And the reason I say this is scary, these are the rich guys. Like y'all rich, like come on, man. You can eat French bread, fish, whatever you need to. Whatever diet you need. You can even hire a dietitian. What's those called? Personal trainers. They literally have the money to do this. That's why I say this is not normal. This can't be like some type of 3D physical world sickness. Like this has to be spiritual in my eyes, in my opinion, for people to just pop up. You know who another one I thought of, y'all? Wendy Williams. Not so much her weight, but how she supposedly just went crazy like that after talking about Beyonce. Now y'all know other podcasters are talking about it already, but I try to keep my opinions to myself. But they are finding a lot of similar back to back, because a lot of celebrities are in the news right now. It is what it is. And the facts are, I don't want Beyonce to come for me. This is what I'm talking about. Just me trying to state my opinion about something. But she's being accused of like, yeah, y'all know what I said, witchcraft scamming? That's what they're accusing her of. Now, if you're getting all this money in Hollywood and in the music industry, why do you need to witchcraft scam the poor people, the middle class, anybody doing less than you? Why would you need to do that? We better wake up while the waking up is still, I mean, the coffee is still fresh on the table for us to see. And it's just like I started the segment off saying, how you gonna, I just feel like If you don't believe in something for yourself, you can fall for anything. And that's a quote. I didn't write that one, y'all. But they say if you don't stand up for something, you're going to fall for anything. I mean, I guess if I was evil, I would do witchcraft scams too. If nobody was going to pay attention to it, I'm going to keep getting away with it. It's putting money in my pocket. Uh, Come on now. I said if I was evil. We know I'm not evil and I'm not out here witchcraft. I wouldn't look like one of the ones getting scammed. If I was a witchcraft scammer, we talking about what we looking like out here physically. To be honest, in other trending news, like people have their own opinions, and they was saying that it's just people karma coming out of them, and everybody that's been evil or falling real skinny. I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the, in my opinion, one of the stupidest comments I saw about this situation, because I didn't feel like that comment was like spiritually wise at all. Like, um, that would mean everybody would fall skinny then, because we've all sinned. That's what I felt about that comment. I feel like this is something totally different. I wouldn't say that that's people karma because they falling. That's either sign of sickness. Now, what you gonna tell people that's going to the doctor and the doctors? Because I've met people with that situation too. It's even happened to me. You go to the doctor, you're tested for this and that, everything checks out. So you feel like, well, why do I still look like I'm suffering from this, or feel like I'm suffering from this, or and they telling you maybe that's a scam in itself. Doctors telling people nothing's wrong with them, but there is. Because, like I said, the facts are in the pudding already. A lot of people are coming up severely skinny, and people calling them sick, talking about they need to eat, y'all. Like they don't have millions of dollars. Just for y'all that's leaving that comment talking about these celebrities who need to eat because they're skinny. Like, brothers and sisters, eating is not going to change your weight, unless you're one of those people that every time you eat a gallon of ice cream, you immediately get more weight in your thighs. This is not a cartoon, and everybody is not like that. And then if you a millionaire, billionaire, why would you be skinny? I'm thinking these are victims at this point. I'm thinking these guys, anybody looking like that from 2020 to now. How do we know it ain't COVID? Come on now. These COVID vaccines people want to go straight to, oh, they got AIDS, they're sick, or they must have a STD, or they must not be eating. It just tickles me because it's stupid. It also could be very, very much spiritual. hmm This is why I say that it could be spiritual. If somebody go to the doctor and all they tests come back normal, y'all, until y'all leave an answer in the comments to me about this, I'm gonna believe witchcraft scams are real. How you go to the doctor and they tell you nothing's wrong, but you are still feeling everything you're feeling? Okay, let's go deeper. You go to the therapist and they tell you nothing's wrong. It's normal to have nightmares sometimes. It's normal to yell and scream when you're stressed, right? Okay, like I said, this is what leads some of us to believe, yeah, there's something bigger than us out there. There's something that controls people in a good light and a bad light. I mean, I know that much is true. Uh how can you be making thousands and millions of dollars and come up skinny and can't nobody help you? We're living in a different time, all right. All these celebrities, man, y'all idolize, y'all kind of, what's that called? Where they say you, when you encourage a habit, I forgot what the word is. You're enabling them. Y'all have enabled a lot of these idols because see, they thought they got in a mindset and mind frame of thinking, um, they can. I don't know. They were untouchable or something. This is so sad. I just want to sit back and watch between now and the time that Diddy has this court case, right? How many more people fall skinny? That's gonna tell us a lot too. I don't care what nobody talking about. Like, look at it. They say this man court date is not till April. And dude, they got like thousands of people that are victims to uh these sexual assault claims and stuff. Okay. Now while you in jail, more celebrities done came out looking skinny. That's all I'm gonna say. Like what, hopefully there's no correlation there. Even if that Ozempic shot is real, y'all, what kind of people y'all think everybody on a day-to-day basis can afford that, or that's the first thing on their mind to go get super skinny? I don't believe that. Maybe in the rich communities. Once again, let's go down the list. Doja Cat. I'm not even touching the surface of everybody that's done got skinny. Nick Cannon's in that group too. He's a man, but I was trying to think of more men, but we can think of men that ain't hurt no more. I mean, what's worse? You just falling skinny and you don't know why, or you being completely dead because somebody took you out. Man, this is a powerful time to be alive too, because if this is spiritual, you and these negativities can be risen up off of people through the power of Christ. We're gonna see people turn around and gain that weight right back then. The doctors can't tell us why people losing weight. What's going on out here? People are seeing signs of fog, and in some counties, or they're saying that people hospitals are full. Some counties have been shut down. Y'all go watch the news for yourself. I'm just a messenger. Some cities have been shut down due to this fog. Some airports, because guess what? These airplanes drive in the sky, and if you got too much fog blocking the destination, that's putting people's lives in danger. So they have already begun to move to this step. You got I forgot where I seen this at. I believe in Louisiana. I could be wrong. The National Guard has been they're already out there. And I think I might have saw that they were out there at the border too. For those that don't know who the National Guard is, they're very much affiliated with the military. Um, Anyways, yeah, the National Guard is like very much affiliated with the Army. So the fact that our country already has the Army out here about certain situations, it's just time for us to wake up and pay attention and smell the coffee. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, people are used to being able to blame society or the masses for something we have done to cause the current circumstances in the world. That's what I noticed. But I feel like it's way deeper than the masses at this point. See, the masses everywhere is usually controlled by some type of higher level of law. So, if you got a bunch of people just abiding by laws they're being told to do, in other news, people might not find this topic relevant or significant. And it's like I can see it beforehand. People are not going to take it serious. But how many more people do we need to see come out? NBA YoungBoy, for example. That's another one, in my opinion, who lost a lot of weight, y'all. To me, I still can't find like some type of similar reason that they would be targeting specific people to look sickly and lose all this weight just yet. But I do think it's specific individuals, or like it's definitely something being tested or being tried on certain candidates. And it's just crazy. We want to stay in prayer in times like these with so much technology and medicine. Uh, we just must remember that a lot of this stuff is being tested before it's given to us, and a lot of it isn't. That's why on the back of bottles you'll see it'll say tested on animals first. It'll tell you if it has been. Most lotions, products, things you're going to use on your skin and things like that. But just imagine how much is not tested at all. It's just like a lot of people said they came up with the COVID vaccine too quick. That's why they didn't trust it. Like, hey, did y'all even test this to see if it was gonna hurt people? So hopefully that's not a reason. Like me personally, I never willingly got the COVID shot that I know of, but a lot of people did, right? Looking at these correlations again, even if it's from 4 and 5 years ago, people that got the whole rounds of some of these vaccines, is this suddenly making people look sickly or causing this drastic weight loss that people are seeing? Once again, Latoya Jackson doesn't owe us a bit of information, especially when it comes to her health and wellness, okay? As a woman too, she don't owe us no information. What I can't stand though, like even I understand this, if people happen to be going around talking about my weight, anger wouldn't be my first reaction. It just wouldn't be. In a realistic way, it wouldn't be my first reaction because um people don't be knowing. Like people don't, it's so many different illnesses out here, y'all. Uh, I cannot call myself having fans, supporters, subscribers, a leader at all. A leader to me is anybody that leads with a group, whether it's a small group or a large group, a group of people behind them. Okay, so that's a leader. Uh, any leader who starts to look sick or skinny, or, and this is for not just my enemies, but for the people in the back and for the awareness of the world. Like in case y'all didn't know, when anybody starts to look sick, people are going to be concerned. But when it's a leader, they're damn sure. That's like President Biden suddenly looking sick. Yeah, people going to talk about that. People are going to wonder what's going on with you. What I don't agree with is like rumors, right? Like right now, I'm not saying any of the celebrities I named, I'm not saying that somebody did a witchcraft scam on them. But what I'm here to talk about is how it could be a whole possibility. Before these celebrities even come out, whether they come out and talk to us about their health or not, it's something that I'm always believe that's going on behind the scenes. Like people don't have to touch you. It's like in my eyes, somebody sat back and conspired a way to be able to touch people without touching them. They told themselves, y'all know how the Bible say Jesus took the sting out of death. Maybe we are not aware, if we've never died, that death stings. It might have a sting, and we don't mean like a bee sting, but a sting to the soul. It leaves a sting, like you're gonna feel this. That's what it say. Like death have a sting, and Jesus took the sting out of death when he what died. So we living in a time where I feel like the enemy is being funny. Y'all know how they say he be mocking God, or he tries to do everything just like God. It's supposed to make us laugh, not weary. It's to make us stronger, not weaker, brothers and sisters. But he wants to be like God, so he like, I want to take the sting out of death too. But if you really think about the evil one, he means it in a funny way. Like he doesn't even want you to feel him about to take your life. He don't even want you to feel when he sticks you. Uh, and y'all can take that any way you want to. When I say sticks you, I think it's funny because yeah, going back to that parable, the sting of death. Okay, he feel the enemy feel like, hey, the more souls I can have, and people don't even know what I'm doing. There's no greater deception than somebody making up in their mind. They've already made up in their mind something about you belongs to them, even if it's your soul. That should bother you, ladies and gentlemen, on tonight. Somebody deciding that any part of you belongs to them, and not only that, you won't even know that they're taking it or that they quote unquote took it. Anyways, yeah, the sting of death. I might write a book called that too. They like taking my ideas, my originality, creativity, making it their own. So if any one of y'all write a book called The Sting of Death, that's cool. Just make sure you write it as powerful as I would, because this is the revelation I've gotten about it. Anything that don't sting, like you can't feel it, you're more susceptible. What is that word? You're more vulnerable to it. You can't even feel it happening to you. For those that say Tetasheri's crazy, Arthur Tetasheri's crazy, there's no way that her perception, her philosophy is that witchcraft scams are real. Well, what is witchcraft? It's an illusion. Anything that I can make you feel is really there or not there, whatever the opposite from the truth is, which, sorry guys, at the end of the day is a lie. A wise man used to say that the devil will only tell you the truth to get you caught up in a lie. He can't tell the truth. For those that've never heard it that way, I want to pass that along because I won't be here forever. But it's words of wisdom, it's words of knowledge, and it makes a lot of sense. If the devil is a liar and the truth is not in him, and God is the truth, and they in its complete opposite, a lie and a truth, then yes, the devil can only tell the truth if it involves a lie, which is also a form of witchcraft. So yes, this applies when telling half truths or telling a lie with a little bit of the truth in it. Come on, y'all, leave your opinions in the comments. These are all examples of still manipulation and deception. I'm gonna pretend like I'm not doing this, but I'm doing this. I'm just exposing what how the devil been getting away with what he been getting away with to me. I'm going to hit this person, but now I'm not gonna do it physically. I want to do it through the internet. How many of y'all noticed that too? Or it's okay if I'm helping you to see that. It's okay to hit the like button. It's okay to support. And I can tell y'all that I know the one who sent me, and I'm getting to know him better and better every day. And it's funny. They do say pain or breakups, separation sometimes can make a relationship stronger. So anything that you feel like might be blocking you from what you love today, your original passion, the original things that inspired you, your first love, if you will, be encouraged. Because some separations are good. They help you to see what you really want and don't want. I think that's why a lot of people do fear isolation. They are forced to look at that, you know. And I'm a whole witness, you know. It's can be beneficial. Maybe people want to see how my life play out first before they believe in God. Well, they better get ready to be believers. That's why all I have to say about that. This is You Will Make It TV. This is not even the surface of touching, I'm sure, what God wants to prove through me and my children's lives. But yeah, I'd rather tell people that they believe so much in that God is about to fail me. No, I believe that God is about to prove. He's about to make people believers out of me. They can be believers now, but they choose not to be. It's like that's not even humble to sit back and tell yourself, well, until I see you do something for this person, God, I'm going to be in this type of mood and attitude. I try to watch that with my own life. I really do. You can't sit there and compromise with God in that way and say, well, until I see you bless Sarah, I'm going to serve the devil. Or I'm going to serve whatever God it is that I believe in because I haven't seen you do something. It goes back to what I was talking about, the devil telling you the truth only to get you caught up in a lie. If something like that was real, would you pay more attention to it? It's like the truth shouldn't just be good to you just because it was a little bit of it. To me, it's like teasing me. You know what I mean? It's like giving me a little bitty tip of the ice cream to give me a little of the truth, and the rest of it be sprinkled lies on it. Like, that's how I see that. But once again, how do we identify witchcraft scammers? We were talking about how some people, this just how they live. Every new person they meet, they ask them their horoscope. I'm happy to be the one to tell the truth today. That has always really made me feel like, I mean, I could tell you. I do that. I treat that just like I treat when people ask for my phone number. You may get the right one, you might get the wrong one. You might get the right one and I don't answer. Because people felt like for a long time that's direct access. Once you have somebody's phone number, you are now connected to that person. This is the way that we have been conditioned in society. I have your IG, so I'm connected to you. I have your email, so I'm connected to you. As if a person can't just make a new email or get it. I know your name, so I'm connected to you. Like they can't get a new name if you're abusing the connection. And yes, this matters, witchcraft scamming, whether it's real or not, because if you're abusing that, that's a way that a connection can be abused, is what I was trying to say. Yeah, because social media connects you to others. That's the whole purpose of social media. So if somebody is using that connection, being your friend, being your follower, being your subscriber, being a supporter, if they are using that connection to do a witchcraft scam on you, I would say that's abusing that connection. I wonder how we got to a time in society where people are not willing to believe people can do witchcraft on them through the internet. All they need is your picture, video. I just thank God that I'm not a picture or a video. Those are just snap moments. So it pays us to have faith because the people who do this type of work as practitioners, for whatever reason they do, they believe in what they do. That's why they will sit there with your whole picture or video. So a lot of y'all that's out there talking about people because they don't share their kids on the internet no more. It's really stupid. Maybe they're doing all they can to protect their kids because they learned something about what people be doing out here with their spiritual practices. Maybe they learned that people can take your picture or video and do stupid stuff with it. People really try to play your mind too. Like, girl, it's okay. Share them pictures of them kids. Be yourself. That was me before. I was like a social media queen, but it might have took a long journey. I'm not about to share that much information anymore, knowing that witchcraft scammers exist. These days, you gotta watch what's in the background of your camera, uh, the Wi-Fi connection. You gotta look at a lot of stuff. I should have said your Wi-Fi security. I mean, it's even on the news. The FBI gave a warning for people to watch their text messages. I would say you're stupid to not do that anyway. I stopped texting less. Well, I started texting less a long time ago. Like, I always was a talker, and then that's just crazy how people would be funny and text me like, I'd rather text you. You talk a lot. But now the FBI has actually said be careful texting and email. You're actually safer talking on the phone. So it's up to people anyway, though, if they take these warnings and precautions that are being given through several different predictors, several different prophets, several different leaders. Like I said, the FBI said be careful with your phone. If you want to still be out there being stupid with your phone, your devices, to me, you're just asking for trouble. And the thing about my opinion about people who ask for trouble, they never just ask for it for themselves. Like, I haven't seen that yet. Like, most people that's asking for trouble, though, they want it for several other people, which I say has some type of correlation to do with all these people coming up suddenly skinny too. It's definitely spiritual. I feel like somebody sitting behind the scenes feeling powerful, like they can make people sick with magic, y'all. Perfectly healthy people. Shot all of them. All the people that I've seen this happen to. Doja Cat came into the industry doing great things. She still, I guess she's a great musician in her own way. That's a big difference. Your health and your character. Your character can lead to health repercussions. They're also talking about black particles in people's air filters. Check your air filters out there, guys. Get with maintenance, your landlords, have those checked, switched out, kept clean. So I'm like, okay, we headed toward the direction in history where if you walk outside, it might be some dangerous fog. If you stay in a house, the air filters might be messed up. You see? But people thought it was funny to hammer down on the smaller communities, the less fortunate of the world, and what they do in their homes and how clean the air is or not. And now we have a whole air quality control problem as a whole. Uh, I really say, like, the places that shut down already, they're smart. I feel like you shouldn't play with something like the air, though, the air quality outside in the communities. Maybe we do need to go back to wearing face masks or, stay at home orders for a little while. But that's what I say because some people are complaining of diarrhea and vomiting in some counties and communities across the country because this virus is, whatever this is in the fog, they're thinking it's correlated with it. Okay? Feel free to look into that, research it on your own time. Now, I'm not saying everybody that asks for y'all horoscope is trying to do a witchcraft scam on you for sure. But I do say, just as much as I'm being preached to about being careful about information I disclose about my personal life, I also do take the time to encourage and inspire others to do the same. And I'm more specific about what I'm telling them to be careful about. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't have to appreciate it yet or right now. But yeah, witchcraft scammers. For real, God will make you face your whole fears though. Like, he'll show you something real, but he'll show you how to fight it too. I promise I appreciate that about God. Like, it's one thing to open my eyes to me, or some people describe it as your third eye being open or your consciousness being more open. I just thought I was being more open in general to life. Like, I wanted to be closed off in certain areas and use those same places that used to be open as room for new places. I wanted to be open, not just believing in anything now, but still open. Like, hey, what's this state like? What's this culture like? What's this job like? You know what I mean? People try to fault you for being like that. You can be adventurous in life if you want to. To me, that more exposes more about you. To have a problem with somebody doing it, and sometimes you will be disliked in this lifetime for calling out stuff. People are not used to people checking those type of things about them. They feel like certain ways that they are, nobody should say anything about it. Especially, let's just be honest here. When it comes to spirituality, people get really sensitive about their beliefs. I say that I still say that witchcraft scams are real. Sitting here making somebody's life look like something that is not. Them people probably not even sick. They're just falling skinny because somebody done probably put a spell on them or something like that. That's another thing. Like I don't let people. I had got to the point. I don't let people. My kids can lay their hands and pray on me. That'll always be that way, and it's a reason that I feel that way. Not just because they're my kids. Like they can put their hands on me and pray about something, or like hold their. We hold hands and pray, but other people doing that. We talked about how to identify it. You don't let everybody sit there and pray over you. So some of us, y'all just have to get out the way. Let us fight our demons, our battles. You could have let one person in your history, in your childhood, pray over you, and whatever they prayed is still lingering until you fight or break that off of your life cycle. Yes, I feel like we're getting to the point in the future where spirituality needs to be taught just as much in school as a level of education, right? The dark and the light, and how these things really are a part of the world. Because if people are going to continue on to practice things that can uh, severely put people in bondage, well, people will have to be educated about it and about how to defend themselves, right? Just like we learn how to do math, like it's gonna get that equal because people made it that way. They wanted this to be so much incorporated in their lives and in the lives of others around them that this will probably literally be required in educational spaces, right? Not just people going to college to study theology and uh, different cultural histories and cultural arts, but actually starting in grade school, people learning, not just like shout out to Louisiana who reintroduced the Ten Commandments in the classrooms. But we're saying deeper than that, like a whole class of some sort. Every grade they go to, they are learning like a second language. The way that we have seen that the abuse of these type of things can happen. Period. Why would so many celebrities at the same time get that illy skinny and ill looking? At we ain't saying at the same exact time, but that's the thing about it too. When you're talking about witchcraft, it can be identified uh, through the timing. Timing. When something is a miracle, when God do it, it's crazy. I told y'all how the devil like to try to be like God, but when God do something, the timing is gonna be impeccable too. Some call it divine timing. Some he has the nickname of an on-time God because he is known to do things in impeccable moments. I'm gonna call it moments for because, or in the Bible we see the word suddenly a lot when God is involved or Christ is involved, and suddenly a wind blew and touched the prophet. Right, suddenly is not an exact hour like 2:58 or 1:15 p.m. Suddenly is what it is. Like suddenly, like it could have been any time or a time everybody least expected, right? But That's the thing about witchcraft and things on the illusion side. There's going to be a timing factor. They have to actually sit down and put time into what they do. These scammer, any type of scammer, it's going to take some of their time. What do you mean? If any type of work you do, time. Just look at that. I knew there was some type of revelation I was picking up with this. Like timing is everything, and it's all started in the beginning. It wasn't just God speaking life into existence. I'm pretty sure the timing was everything. That's why it's taught that the existence was formed in a time span of 7 days, right? hmm So I just say timing can be powerful in the light and the dark, okay? Or for light and darker purposes. If you notice a certain pattern didn't start into your life until a certain year, or you didn't start having a body ache pain, you go to the doctor, they might ask, well, how long has your foot been hurt? Because timing is everything. When a decomposed body is found, corpse is found, they are able to identify how long it's been, actually, how long that person been deceased, just through certain tests that they do, just through certain examinations. And we think timing is not a factor with witchcraft. That's somebody or people having to put time into a certain practice or a certain scam, okay? As long as people remember that too, I would say it's a great way to identify something that you might be a target of. Because I swear this stuff here must make people feel powerful. That's where I have my voice at, though, because it's still a form of oppression to me. Any form of scamming, identity theft, it's all type of scams out there, y'all. But they got phone scams, all kind of scams out there. Uh, what's those called? Money Western Union scams. I don't know about all of them. We know social media scams are real. People playing like they celebrities. They be scamming people left and right, man. But this is different. And yes, I have to put the signature on this. Arthur Tetasheri. Like, I came out with the term witchcraft scam. I don't know if anybody else been putting it on their titles. Like, I talked about that on one of my Crown Publishing content channels. Uh Probably a little under 6 months ago. So, because I was talking about another social media influencer who was also a trending topic when it came to witchcraft scams. Uh, Not that they were saying it in the way I was. They was just saying that it was very mysterious how little she was, how comfortable she was being that little. It's as if the people just they haven't given up, but they're still living their lives really, really thin. Um, really thin and just still being social, carrying on as models and social media influencers and celebrities. So I'm asking that question too as an influencer. What are they supposed to do? Go hide? Even if it's not a witchcraft scam that's affecting them, what are they supposed to do? Go hide though? Like, because you lost a lot of weight, stay off the internet? So I do feel people on that with that opinion. But on the other side, it's like, no, even if it's something that's an indication that it's something that's greater than them. Sickly is just not covering the whole matter. If somebody's sickly, they're not even trying to work no more. Like, y'all think about that. The next time you just calling somebody sick because you feel like they've had a drastic weight loss change. Somebody truly feeling gravely ill, they cannot work. What is wrong with y'all? Somebody truly fully out of their mind, dealing with some mental health issues, they cannot work. Shit. But y'all leave y'all opinions in the comments. This how I feel like somebody who really truly don't feel good, like down with a whole drastic disease, they sometimes they can still work a little bit, you know. That's another reason a person might be on their own personal business venture affairs. Like they got some whole other stuff going on with their health. It's actually easier for them to work for their self, like we see a lot of celebrities do. Y'all might think their whole life is based off contracts. Some of these guys and women in the more higher class level of finances, they work for themselves. They like 50 Cent. He got vitamin water. That's his own brand, right? That has nothing to do with a music label. You see what I'm saying? So, and him and Jay Z, we know like several others. They're known to make smart investments and start business ventures. They did not just end their in careers with music. You know what I'm saying? They end up doing other business ventures and affairs. And I'm just paying close attention. You seeing some having the whole deal where they're falling skinny, and some are not. Ice Spice was one of the very last ones they was talking about before I saw this about Latoya Jackson, one of the Jackson sisters, siblings. And I was like, what? So this definitely made me have to come do some commentary and reaction. Cause I'm like, what? Like this is steady happening. But this is more interesting when we look at the time frame. Once again, y'all know I was talking about the timing because we know Diddy is in jail. I feel like this is just all really coincidental. What, baby? No, I don't want no cookies. It's not in these days that only the strong will survive. It's that people are stronger than what they think. hmm And I feel like I don't care what the curse or spell is, there's always a way to reverse it. Period. And even if something like that came about and people just slowly started gaining their weight back, looking different, like um feeling different after clear physical indication that you were looking sick, that would be undeniable evidence that spells could be broken and things like that. I got her. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in to another segment where you will make it TV, where we believe faith attracts possibilities. And stay tuned for part two to this topic because it does mean a lot to me. So much so that even if this is a way that I attract love back into my life by giving love to others, this is a form of it. Like something you feel like you can foresee ahead if it's not looked at now or something like that. Because anything you let fester and go on too long, you know, that thing is going to get more and more comfortable carrying on in that way, or what they call like copycat scenarios, copycat crimes, or copycat criminals. You don't want that going on with a situation like this. Thank you guys for tuning in to another segment where you will make it TV. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to show your support. And until next time, we love you. Morgan, wrap it up. Tell